Ken, long time no talk.
Who is this?
It's me, Terry. I know it's you, Ken.
How did you get my number?
That doesn't matter. It's been 10 years since our divorce. We're both in our 30s now. Time flies.
What do you want?
Oh, stop being so mean. You know you missed me.
No.
Hey, guess what? I decided to move.
Okay.
Where do you think I'm moving to? Guess.
I don't care.
Drum roll, please. I'm going to your house.
What?
Oh, I mean, our house.
What are you saying? This house is under my name. It's not yours.
No, I mean, your house is my house.
Huh?
Stop playing dumb.
What are you talking about?
You built a new house, right? It's huge, right?
I guess? It was for my family, so I guess it's pretty big.
And it's such a good neighborhood. You worked really hard for this, didn't you? I'm so proud of you.
Huh?
My stuff should be arriving there today.
What? Your stuff?
There's a lot of boxes, but you'll be fine. I'll get there around 7 p.m. or so. Oh, and I'm wearing those panties you like. This is gonna be fun.
Gross.
What? Oh, stop it. You know you want it. I can't wait to see you, babe. See you in a bit.
You're grossing me out.
What? Stop saying that. You know you want me.
You're not listening to me. What's wrong with you? I don't want you.
Huh? What are you saying? What's going on here?
You're grossing me out. I don't want you coming to my house. Get that through your head.
Huh? Why? Why are you grossed out by me? Why? Why? I'm doing all of this for you.
Huh? What's this got to do with you? This is my house, not yours. It's been 10 years since we split up. You're not making any sense.
What? But you built that house for me, right?
Huh?
That's what I heard.
No. Who told you that?
Ted.
Ted? You mean my colleague?
Yes.
Wait. You quit your job after we got a divorce. And you hate Ted. I didn't know you guys kept in touch.
No, it's not like that. I was working at this bar and Ted came one night. He didn't notice me, but I heard him talking to someone about you. He said you built a really big house just for me. He was saying how much you loved me. I heard him loud and clear.
What?
So I asked around and they told me about your house. I was so happy, baby. So why are you being so mean to me? Stop it. Please, just be yourself.
Hold on. I'm gonna call Ted. I talked to Ted.
Now do you believe me?
He said he was talking about my new house at the bar, but...
See, I told you.
But wait.
What?
He never mentioned your name. You said you heard him say your name, but I think he was saying Sherry.
What?
Yeah, Sherry.
What?
He barely remembered you. And it's been 10 years. Why would he be talking about you?
But then, who the hell was he talking about? Who's Sherry?
She's his cousin.
Cousin?
Yes, Ted actually introduced me to her.
What? What does that mean? I'm so confused. Why would he introduce you to his cousin? Who is she?
Do you really have to ask? I think you already know the answer to that.
Wait. No.
She's my wife.
You got married?
Yes.
Wait, no! No! When?
6 years ago. We got 2 kids.
What? You never told me that.
You cheated on me and left me. Why would I tell you?
Wait, no, you can't do this to me.
What do you mean?
I've got nowhere to go, and I quit my job.
What do you mean?
I was living in this small apartment, but then I heard you built a new house for me. I was so happy, you know? I knew you were the one for me, so I...
Let me guess. You moved out of your apartment?
Yes! I did it all for you! You get it now?
No.
Come on, Ken. You're so insensitive.
Okay. You were always saying that to me, even when we were married. You cheated on me because I was insensitive, right? Whatever that means.
If you remember that, why are you still like this?
Look, I want nothing to do with you, okay?
Stop being mean.
Whatever.
I'm still your wife.
No, you're not.
Let's get married again.
Huh?
I don't have a home anymore, and I lost my job. It's all your fault. You gotta do something.
Do you even hear yourself? How is this my fault?
It's your friend's fault, Ted.
You were eavesdropping on him.
But he said...
He wasn't even talking to you. Stop trying to pin this on him.
But...
And another thing. Why did you move out of your apartment? You should have done some more research first. Makes no sense. You're crazy, you know that?
But... I thought I was sure.
Okay. Well, you should have checked. A lot can happen in 10 years.
But... I trusted you, Ken. You said you'd always love me. After I left my boyfriend, I didn't date anyone. But you betrayed me.
You're not making any sense. We got a divorce because you were having an affair, remember?
But then what about me, huh?
Huh? What do you mean? Look, I don't have time for this. Just don't come to the house, okay?
What? Why?
My wife and kids are here. They mean everything to me now. I built this place for them, not you.
What? How can you say that to me?
Oh, and your stuff came a few minutes ago. The delivery guy asked me to pay for the boxes. You didn't pay him up front? What's wrong with you?
Oh, so my stuff is there already?
No. I told the mover there was a misunderstanding. They took the boxes back. Not sure where they are now.
What? What the hell?
What did you expect me to do?
How dare you? What am I supposed to do? I told you, I don't have a home anymore.
Not my problem. Just rent one of those storage facilities.
I don't have any money.
Just don't come to my house. If you come anywhere near me, I'm calling the cops.
Ken, please. At least let me stay until I get a new job.
I'm blocking you. Turns out she got my number from an old friend of mine. We used to work at the same company. He thought I was getting back together with her or something. When he asked me about her, I told him everything that happened. He apologized to me for giving her my number without asking. Oh, and that night after I blocked her, she went to Ted's house for some reason. She started yelling at him, telling him that it was all his fault. He ended up calling the cops on her. After that, she went back to live with her parents. Things weren't looking good for her. Oh well, not my problem.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, you didn't turn in the divorce papers yet? But I want to get divorced with you as soon as possible, though.
What? I mean, it's not like you can just immediately marry this boyfriend, you know?
I know. It's a law that I have to wait at least 100 days after I get divorced until I marry him, right? But I want to finish that 100 days as soon as possible, which is why I also want to get divorced with you as soon as possible. Come on, don't you even get that? Seriously, you're incompetent not just with work, but with stuff like this as well. Jesus, you make me hate you more and more by the day.
Yeah, but there's not going to be any progress until you tell me who this guy you're cheating on me with is, right?
Huh? It's none of your business. Why do you need to know who my boyfriend is anyways? You can't tell me what to do now that we're divorced.
We're not divorced yet, you idiot.
What? But you're just too afraid of losing me and won't turn in the divorce papers. Please just hurry up and turn in those divorce papers. Oh, and could you leave that house you're currently living in?
What in the world are you talking about?
I mean, the location of that house is perfect, right? I just can't let go of such a comfortable place to live in, you know. Not only that, but you're going to be single after we get divorced, right? You don't need an apartment that big with 3 bedrooms, a living room, and a dining room.
Well, that's true, but this is a company-owned apartment, which means that you won't be able to live here once we get divorced.
Why not?
Because you have to be family of a company employee to live here. Seriously, can't you even figure that out for yourself?
Oh, so that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to make you take all the stuff you left lying around here as well.
That's not going to be a problem.
Why is that? I mean, you just work a part-time job that has nothing to do with my company, right?
I'm not going to tell you why.
Huh?
Anyways, you're going to be leaving that house, right?
Well, yeah, I guess. I'll be single after we get divorced, so I'll have to leave this apartment, since one of the conditions of living here is that you're going to be bringing in family with you.
Alright, then that means that either way, that house is going to be mine.
Huh?
Never mind. Just turn in the divorce papers for me. That's the last thing I'm going to ask of you.
Hey, Loretta. I just turned in the divorce papers earlier.
Oh, so you finally turned them in. Jesus, it took you 2 months. Seriously, 2 months? Why didn't you turn them in sooner? Did you think that if you delayed turning them in, my feelings might change and I would cancel the divorce? Wow, I guess you really are incompetent from start to finish. You see, a truly competent person wouldn't just wait around hoping for something to happen. They would set things into motion and make it happen themselves.
Anyway, I also found out who you were cheating on me with.
Huh?
His name is Benedetto Barone, right? He works on the same project as me and we're on the same team.
What? You found out?
Yep. Benedetto also works for me at the company. I'm his boss.
You're his boss?
Yeah, I'm the project leader, and Benedetto is just a regular member of the team with no special positions.
No way. But he told me that he was your boss at the company.
Well, he did always complain how he had to work under me while I was younger than him. He was probably too proud to admit to you that it was actually the other way round.
What?
The reason I found out that it was Benedetto is because you've been giving me hints as to who it was from time to time.
What? Did I really tell you that much?
Well, first of all, the way you always say I'm incompetent. Well, you see, Benedetto always calls me that as well for some reason. Even though I'm his boss. You've been spending time with him, right? That's why you probably picked it up from him. You see, I don't know whether you're conscious of this or not, but it was bugging me how for some reason the two of you were so alike.
Is that it?
No, I have more evidence. The day which you mentioned the divorce to me was also a hint. You see, on that day, Benedetto ignored the work he had to do and went home at 5, instead of doing overtime like he was supposed to. By the way, that's why I had to work overtime that day. Not because I was so incompetent that I couldn't finish my work in time. So, I asked one of the other employees about it, and apparently he was going to propose to a girl he's been going out with. That's when a few hours later you texted me saying that you wanted to get divorced with me, since you got proposed to by your boyfriend.
Huh? But that could all just be a coincidence, you know?
Well, that's true. There's data saying that in Italy a couple gets married once every 50 seconds. I guess the number of proposals is a bit lower than that, but it should mean that it still happens at a similar rate, right?
Yeah, so stop talking like you know for sure who it is. You don't have any concrete proof it's him, do you? I know you probably want to make him pay an alimony, but too bad.
But I'm not done.
What? You still have more?
It was our conversation about the company-owned apartment that made me certain it was him. I said that you wouldn't be able to live in this house anymore once you get divorced with me, right? But for some reason, you were talking as if you would be able to live in this house after you got divorced. That must mean that whoever this was you were cheating on me with was an employee at my company.
Huh? Did I say something like that?
After that, I hired a detective agency to find out who it was you were cheating on me with and gather evidence. At the same time, I hired a lawyer to handle the divorce.
Huh? A lawyer? Don't you think that's a bit of an overreaction?
Even you know that you have to pay an alimony if you cheat on your husband, right?
Well, yeah, but Benedetto said that he is going to be promoted soon and be given a larger salary, so he's going to pay for my alimony as well.
Benedetto's getting promoted? Where did you get that information? Oh, never mind, you heard it from Benedetto himself, didn't you?
But I heard that Benedetto was going to be given a managing position at the subsidiary company you were going to be sent to as a demotion.
What? Not only is he not going to get a promotion, but he was fired, you know.
He was fired?
Oh, let me explain first. First of all, you seem to think that I'm getting demoted when my company says that they're relocating me to a subsidiary company. But in reality, it just meant that the project team that me and Benedetto were part of is going to become its own subsidiary company. You see, the employees who were asked to join this project team were basically receiving a promotion.
A promotion?
Yes, provided that they didn't mess up while working on the project, like Benedetto did. Oh, by the way, I became a department head starting from today.
Huh?
You see, as the subsidiary company was started today with our CEO as the project owner, your Benedetto, who you love so much, wasn't there.
But he told me that he was headed straight for a promotion.
He was lying to you. On the other hand, what I'm telling you right now is the truth. Besides, he was fired before the subsidiary company even took off.
What? Why was he fired?
If you'll allow me to borrow you and Benedetto's words, it's because he was incompetent.
Huh? He was incompetent?
You see, the only reason he was asked to join this project team in the first place was because he stole the work of other employees and made it seem like it was his own.
What?
It looks like he was talented at sucking up to his superiors and stealing others' work to make it seem like his own. But once he actually joined the project team and had to actually work, he was completely useless.
But he said himself that he was headed straight for a promotion.
Maybe he thought that just becoming a member of a major project like this was guaranteed to give him a promotion later on. But too bad for him, I guess. Because whether you get promoted or not depends on the work you do while you're actually a member of the project team. It looks like Benedetto didn't understand this, so everyone in the company's evaluation of him suddenly dropped. Not only that, but we found out about how he had stolen others' work in the past, so he was ultimately fired.
Vittorio? If what you're saying is true, then I don't mind getting back together with you.
And why is that? Didn't you tell me yourself that you weren't going to try and get back together with me in the future?
Yeah, but that's because I thought Benedetto had a higher rank in your company than you, which is why I went with him in the first place. I mean, you got a promotion, right? On the other hand, Benedetto was fired. I can't just marry an unemployed person, you know. I think the best option for the both of us would be to just go back to our old lives. Why don't we just forget all of this ever happened, shall we?
Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why? Because I don't want to get married to an unemployed man.
But I'm too incompetent, remember? I'm so incompetent that I can't understand a word you say, so all I can say in return is, why?
Stop joking around.
Why?
Seriously? You're still going to say that?
But you haven't answered my question yet. If you have no intention of answering me, then I think I'll just go now.
What do you mean, answer your question? What kind of answer should I give you?
Well, I guess you'll have to talk to my lawyer from now on. Unlike me, he's very competent, you see.
Vittorio!
Oh, and I sent all of your stuff that you left here to Benedetto's apartment.
What? No way.
Well then, bye. Immediately after this, my ex-wife Loretta tried barging into the company-owned apartment that we used to live in, but I had already moved at the same time the subsidiary company was launched. It looks like Loretta didn't think of this though, and so she repeatedly rang the doorbell and banged and kicked on the front door. Eventually, someone called the police on her, and they had to come take her away. Luckily for her, she got off with a warning, but because of this, Benedetto found out that she wanted to get back together with me, and so they got into a huge fight. That's when the alimony I asked from them arrived. Both of the alimonies, the one I asked from Benedetto and the one I asked from Loretta, arrived on time at a later date, being paid up front, but it looks like it was enough to completely use up both of their savings. Not only that, but since both of their parents had cut ties with them, they had no choice but to continue living with each other. Loretta now works multiple part-time jobs, supporting Benedetto, who is finding it difficult to find a new job. Apparently they constantly have fights every day.
Hi, Lauro. I'm done with work and I'm on my way home. What are you making for dinner today?
Hi, Pia. Thanks for your hard work today. I think I'll try and make a quiche today.
What? A quiche? That's the thing with a lot of vegetables, right?
Oh, yeah, it is, I guess. You said yourself that you wanted something that looked fancy and would look good on your Instagram page, so I decided on making a quiche.
Yeah, but do quiches even look that good?
Yeah, I think it does. I don't know about Instagram and stuff, but I think it'll look good if you take a picture of it or something.
Yeah. I guess it's good if it will look good on Instagram, but... Yeah, no, I've made up my mind. I think I'm going to stop living with you now.
Huh? What are you suddenly saying, Pia? But it's only been 3 months since we've started living together.
Yeah, but... I know you're good at cooking and can make food that looks as good as it tastes, and thanks to that, I've been able to get a lot of likes on Instagram, so you were very valuable to me, but...
What? What do you mean I was very valuable?
You know that I don't like vegetables that much, right?
I know. That's why I cut the vegetables that I put into the quiche very thinly, and made sure that the bacon and egg that I know you like stands out.
You think about nutrition too much, Lauro. That's all you think about, whether the food you make is healthy or not. This outweighs the fact that your food looks good on Instagram.
Actually, I make sure the food tasted good and looks good as well. And I don't get why you're getting mad. You said yourself that you wanted to have a better diet, so I always try to make food that I know you'll eat and looks good as well.
I wanted you to make me dishes without any vegetables. That's what I meant when I said I wanted a better diet.
What? So you're just not going to eat vegetables anymore? Besides, I don't think there are any dishes that don't use at least some sort of vegetable. What you're saying is impossible, Pia.
It's not. How hard is it to just not put vegetables in your dishes? Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore, though. You failed me as my boyfriend / personal chef.
I was your personal chef?
Yes. That's why I made you move in with me in the first place. I'll go and eat out somewhere tonight, so could you just leave already? We're breaking up, so goodbye.
Hey, Laura, it's been a while. You don't have any work today, right? Why don't we go out drinking tonight? There's something important I want to ask an old friend advice for. You know me better than anyone else, after all. Hey, Adamo. Long time no see. Are you free tonight? Well, I guess I'm free. But sorry, I'm in a bit of a pinch right now, and I'm really in no position to be giving people advice. What's wrong? I don't have anywhere to live anymore. Huh? Why in the world did that happen? Did you lose your job and run out of money or something? No, it's not like that. You see, I started living with my girlfriend Pia 3 months ago, since it seemed she really wanted me to move in with her. Oh, the girl that you've been dating for a year now, right? You moved in with her? Yep. But she kicked me out last night. Apparently, she only wanted me to move in with her in the first place so I could be her personal chef. Huh? She kicked you out? Well, what in the world did you do to make her that mad? And what do you mean she only wanted you to move in with her so you could be your personal chef? I'm not the one at fault here. Probably. She's just crazy, all right? It took me way too long to realize that. What do you mean, probably? You see, it seemed like Pia had very high expectations for my cooking. And she said that she wanted to improve her diet now that I was living with her. That's why I thought I needed to do something about how she hates vegetables so much. I see. Which is why I made sure that all the food I made had a balance of nutrients. I tried cutting the vegetables thinly and mixing it in the food so that it wouldn't stand out, and made sure the food looked good in general. I tried this and that, but yesterday she told me that she wanted to improve her diet without eating any vegetables, which, as you know, is impossible. Huh? Is this girlfriend of yours nuts or something? What do you mean she wants to improve her diet without using vegetables? Yeah, but apparently by improve her diet, she didn't mean she wanted to eat healthier, just as she wanted to eat food that looked and tasted good. She got mad when I told her that I was making a quiche with vegetables in it, which is when she kicked me out yesterday. Huh? She kicked you out for putting vegetables in a quiche? Aren't those supposed to be full of vegetables? This girl of yours is spewing nonsense. Right? I tried telling her that, but she wouldn't listen to me and kicked me out, saying that I was a failure of a personal chef. Last night I temporarily moved my stuff into a trunk room and slept in an internet cafe, but I really need to find somewhere to live soon. Why don't you live with me then? In fact, that's just what I wanted to talk to you about tonight. What? Your house? That's a really kind offer, but it's a bit too far from my office. Don't worry about it. Huh? What do you mean by that? You see, I actually moved near where you live, or where you used to live, I guess. Really? Yep. I thought it was about time to move out of the tiny apartment I've been living in since university. You'll probably be able to reach your office in 20 minutes from where I live. Where is it, by the way? It's the Highrise condo near A Station. A high-rise condo? Since when do you earn enough money to live in a high-rise condo? I don't. The room I got is on the lowest floor as well, so it's not that expensive in the first place. You see, I thought about living in one of the higher floors, but my sister Gina lives near here and will probably come visit me from time to time. Oh, that's right. Your sister is afraid of heights, right? Yeah. So what do you think? Want to move in with me? What exactly do you mean when you say I'm going to move in with you? I meant, do you want to share a room with me in this high-rise condo? You want to share a room with me? To tell you the truth, I was planning on sharing the room with my cousin at first, but this cousin of mine suddenly had to go on a business trip abroad before he was able to move in, so I thought I could share it with you instead. Oh, I see. Well, what are we going to do about rent? We'll be splitting the rent, of course, but it's still going to be cheaper than your rent when you used to live on your own, so I don't think it's a bad deal. This is a very generous offer, I guess. If you want, you can come live here and see what it's like before you decide whether you're going to move in with me or not. At least you'll have a place to stay before you decide where you're going to live, right? Yeah, that'd be really helpful. Thanks. I think I'll take you up on your offer. Tell me if there's anything that I can help with, all right?
Hey, Lauro. Why are you going in and out of a high-rise condo? I saw you this morning while I was on my way to work from A Station. By the looks of it, you're obviously living there now. What is the meaning of this? It's only been 1 month since we broke up, and now you're suddenly living in a high-rise condo? Since when did you earn enough money to live in a place like that? What in the world happened after you moved out? Reply to my text, Lauro.
Thanks for making me a lunchbox again, Laurel. It was delicious as usual. My colleagues thought I got married and my wife was making these. You're welcome, Adamo. I'm glad you liked it. Especially the boiled bell pepper seasoned with soy sauce. The soup stock went so well with the vegetables. To tell you the truth, I've hated bell peppers ever since I was a child, but this was delicious. Yep, I know you love soup stock, so I thought you'd be able to eat the bell peppers if I cooked them in it. Was I correct? Yep, right on the mark. Seriously? Sharing a room with you was a great decision. You're so good at cooking, Laurel. Sorry, you have to make my sister's lunchbox as well now, though. Don't worry about it. Your sister Gina always looked like she loves the food I make, so it made me happy looking at her. What exactly do you mean by that? What? Are you attracted to my sister or something? Huh? No, that's not what I meant. Is that so? To tell you the truth, sharing a room with you has been great for me as well. I hate cleaning, so I'm so glad that you do all that stuff for me, Adamo. You're welcome, I guess. Consider it my way of repaying you for your delicious food that you make. Tonight I'm planning on making the stew with asparagus and chicken that you like. Oh, nice. Alright, now I feel a lot more energized. Yep, let's do our best with our remaining work this afternoon. Yep, I'm not going to do overtime no matter what today. Laurel, what's this dish with the sweet carrots you put in my lunchbox today called? It's called carrot glaze. You know, the one that you see a lot with hamburgers or steaks. Oh, that stuff. It was so delicious. Could you teach me how to make it? It looks simple to make, unlike what you usually put in my lunchbox, so I could probably make it as well. Sure, of course. All right, I'll buy the carrots on my way home from work then. Why don't we make those for dinner? Got it. Laurel, do you have some time right now? There's something you need to see. What's the matter? Are you still looking at your ex-girlfriend's Instagram page? No, actually I never did. I couldn't be bothered with all that Instagram stuff. Seriously? What about Pia's Instagram page? Did she cause trouble or something? Yup. I found out about it through Twitter, but apparently people are bashing her. Wait, what? Why? You should see it yourself. I don't want to spoil the fun. 2 months ago, you got a text from your ex-girlfriend asking why you were now living in a high-rise condo, right? Oh, yeah, I did. I didn't reply, though. It looks like she's desperate to get back with you. So you're definitely going to get involved in this, especially since everyone is bashing her on Instagram. I think you should take a look at what she's doing quick. Alright, got it.
Hi, Laurel. Long time no see. Hey, why don't we start living together again? You see, I've thought a lot about it since you left, and I came to the conclusion that I need a boyfriend like you that's good at cooking. It'd be even better if said boyfriend lived in a high-rise condo. And the first person that came to mind was you. You're living in a high-rise condo now, right? I have no idea how you suddenly started earning so much money, but you're incredible. As a reward for your hard work, I'll move in with you again. I'm sure the view from one of the higher floors of a high-rise condo is breathtaking. You can probably see the whole city, right? So, what do you say? Let's get back together, shall we?
Long time no see, Pia.
Hi, Laurel.
It seems you have quite a few misunderstandings, so I'll correct you first. I live in one of the lower floors, so the view is the same of that of a regular apartment.
What? But I thought you were making a lot of money now, and that you lived in one of the highest floors. Don't you want to get back together with me?
No, I don't want to get back together with you, Pia. Now that I've had time to think, I don't know why I put up with you for 3 months in the first place, since you clearly only saw me as your personal chef. Besides, I'm sharing a room with an old friend of mine now, so you can't move in with us.
Huh? That's not true, Laurel. I said you were my boyfriend / personal chef, not just my personal chef. There's a difference. And what do you mean you're sharing a room with a friend of yours now?
The day after you kicked me out of your apartment, he suggested that I move in with him at the high-rise condo he rented. He said he was initially planning on sharing a room with his cousin, but since his cousin suddenly had to go abroad, he invited me to share a room with him instead. It was really good timing, actually. We're splitting the rent between the two of us.
Seriously? Alright, then just kick this old friend of yours out then. That way I can move in with you, right?
That's impossible.
Why?
He's the one who invited me, not the other way around. It's my friend who owns the room in this high-rise condo.
What?
If we're going to cancel the room sharing, then I'm the one who'll have to leave, not him.
No way. But that's going to be a problem for me.
Oh, are you talking about how everyone's bashing you on Instagram?
Huh? But I thought you didn't look at my Instagram.
Apparently you were terrible at cooking all along. You used to post pictures of my cooking claiming it was yours, right? But ever since you kicked me out, you've been posting pictures of salads you bought from the supermarket that you just put on plates, haven't you? Your followers noticed this and now they're bashing you for being a faker. And instead of trying to calm everyone down, you got mad at them in return and only added more fuel to the fire.
You saw all that?
Yeah. I usually don't even use Instagram, but the friend of mine who I live with told me about it after finding out what happened through Twitter.
What? It spread to even Twitter? Now everyone's going to know.
Yeah. Eventually they figured out where you live, and now you can't live in your current apartment, right? You remember that I was living in a high-rise condo now, and so you came up with the plan of moving in with me and posting the food that I make on your Instagram again, claiming that you made it. And if you got back together with me, not only would things go back to the way they were, you could now also be able to live in a high-rise condo. That was what you were thinking, right?
Seriously? How do you know all that? Fine. It's alright if we don't live in a high-rise condo. Just start living with me again. You see, I already canceled the contract at my previous apartment because I thought I would be able to move in with you at your high-rise condo, so I have nowhere to live.
Huh? You canceled your contract at your apartment even though you didn't know how I would reply?
I canceled it because I thought you would be thrilled to live with me again. Come on, you'll let me live with you again, won't you?
No thanks. I'm done with you bossing me around, Pia.
What? But I'm giving you the chance to get back together with me. We could go back to the good old days. Remember how happy we were back then?
You were the only one enjoying our time together, Pia. I realize that now.
Huh? Why are you saying that? You're saying that you didn't enjoy our time together?
I did at first, but slowly living with you turned into a nightmare. You see, I finally noticed what was wrong with our time together once I moved in with my friend. Not only did you never pay for the ingredients that I used, but you never even said thank you to me for making your food. You treated me like some sort of servant, Pia.
What? That's not true. I never thought of you as my servant. And isn't it only natural for the person who's going to make the food buy the ingredients themselves?
Actually, it really isn't. Especially when you were the one who always asked to make food for you. You see, my friend that I live with here always thanks me for making him food and looks so moved that I sometimes think he's exaggerating. It really makes me feel like there's a meaning to what I'm doing. Not only that, but he doesn't make me do all of the housework, unlike you. My life right now living with him is so much better than my life living with you.
Fine, I get it. I just have to thank you, right? That's so easy. Thank you for always cooking for me while we were together, Lauro. There, I did it. Oh, and I don't have any complaints about your cooking except for the fact that you used vegetables.
I already told you, I have no intention of getting back together with you. Besides, you're clearly just saying that so I would agree to living with you again. It's obvious you don't actually mean it.
Huh? Of course I mean it. Why don't you want to live with me again? I already made so many compromises.
Sorry, but I started going out with my friend's sister.
What? You found a new girlfriend already?
Yes, I already have a girlfriend, so getting back together with you or living with you again is both impossible.
What? No way. Then where am I supposed to live, huh? You see, my parents cut ties with me after this incident, and I have no one I can rely on anymore. You can't just leave me, Lauro. This is your fault.
I don't see how this is my fault, and it's not my problem whether you have nowhere to live anymore. You yourself kicked me out of your apartment knowing I had nowhere else to live, right? You get what you deserve, Pia.
Please, do something about this, Lauro. You're the only person I can rely on.
No, don't contact me ever again. I'm blocking you now. Goodbye. I found out what happened to Pia after that through her Instagram page, which was still a battleground. Pia had nowhere to live now she left her apartment, but for some reason decided to stay in a 5-star hotel. But 2 days later, people on the internet found out again that she was staying there. Apparently, this caused some sort of trouble for the hotel, and so they refused to let her stay starting the day after that. Not only did the internet find out where she was staying, but they also found out where she worked, which caused trouble for her office also. And so, her office had her relocated to another office in the countryside. But she refused this location and quit voluntarily, saying that she would no longer be a fabulous city girl and she was relocated to the countryside. After that, she started posting these strange emo poems with pictures of the night sky or nature as the background. But one day, she suddenly stopped posting, probably because she could no longer pay her phone bills. And so I blocked her Instagram as well and decided to put this whole incident in the past where it belonged.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.